guys, Carrie Doherty here. These days, it feels like Marvel's releasing a new movie every week. Obviously, your kids will want to see them all, but it can be tricky to know which are appropriate. Luckily, we're here to break it down for you in IMDb's Parents' Guide to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's kick things off with the top 3 most kid-friendly Marvel movies, starting with Ant-Man. Paul Rudd stars as cat burglar Scott Lang, who gets recruited by Michael Douglas to pull off an incredible heist and help save the world. Oh, and he wears a suit that shrinks him down to the size of an ant. You know, an average Tuesday in the MCU.
We're doomed.
This movie tops the kid-friendly list because it's one of the least violent in the series. Sure, Corey Stoll's character shrinks a guy down into a pile of goo, but that's about as bad as it gets. And honestly, who hasn't fantasized about zapping a pesky coworker?
I love it when it gets cocky.
Paul Rudd takes a swig out of exactly 1 beer, and the S-bomb is dropped 4 times, which is pretty mild for the MCU.
My days of breaking into places and stealing are done.
This movie is really only inappropriate for people who hate ants.
That was a lot scarier a second ago.
Next up in the family-friendly category is Spider-Man: Homecoming. Tom Holland stars as high school student Peter Parker, who uses his spidey senses to track down criminals and hang out with Zendaya. Now, this is a movie about a teenage boy, so you can expect at least one reference to adult entertainment, one game of F, Marry, Kill, and whatever this is.
When I say penis, you say Parker! Penis! Parker! Penis! Parker!
Other than that, the violence is mild and pretty much everyone escapes unscathed. Last on our family-friendly list is The Avengers. The first one, not Infinity War, more on that later. This is the first time all of our favorite heroes appear on screen together, and they are surprisingly well behaved. You'll come across a couple of swear words, one joking reference to a huge bag of weed, and the occasional cocktail.
I'll have that drink now.
But that's about as risque as it gets. There is an intense battle at the end of the film, but be aware, the most upsetting part of the movie is when Hulk admits that he almost tried to kill himself. Let's move on to the 2 Marvel movies that are most likely to scar your children for life, starting with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. There are so many guns in this movie. Also, the twist-filled plot is an ode to classic spy thrillers, so, you know, your kiddos will be scared and confused.
You need to keep both eyes open.
This movie is violent from beginning to end. Cars explode, limbs are broken, and, spoiler alert, Robert Redford shoots a cleaning lady in the head. But none of that compares to the MCU's least family-friendly movie yet, Avengers: Infinity War. If you're not quite ready to have the what happens when people die conversation with your kids, maybe don't show them this one. Okay, huge spoiler alert ahead, people. Pretty much every hero you love dies. There's also plenty of swear words, multiple stabbings, alien blood, an axe hammer to the chest, and, oh yeah, genocide.
I feel like everything's gonna work out fine.
So that wraps up our Parents' Guide to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For kid-friendly info on any film, click More on the title page and you'll find the Parents' Guide in the Storyline drop-down menu. See you guys later! Your kids will love that joke.